Hello everyone and welcome to Zenyatta, and today I have a top 5 of the worst KO action figures I've ever reviewed. So the worst bootlegs that I've ever gotten my hands on. I already did a top 10 of the best action figures I've reviewed so far and the best KO action figures I reviewed so far, so check those out if you haven't. Now, these are not the worst KOs you'll ever find. These are the worst KOs I've ever reviewed, because there are some that are so terrible that I don't give them the light of day. I immediately see that they are not worth it, so you'll not see the stage figure arts Black Widows of the world here. You'll not see the worst, egregious, terribly copied figures that you can find on the market. You'll just find some that can fool you to think they are decent, but they are not, and they are not worth your money. So the first figure on our list is the NECA It Pennywise. This figure is not a bad KO per se. The paint job is a lot more sloppy, the face especially lack a lot of the detail and aliveness of the original, and because of the difference in price, this is not a worthy KO. It's like 15 euros to 30 euros the original. Why? No. I actually bought this thinking it was the original, and I got my money back because the seller sold it as it was the original, and it was not. Next we have the SH Figure Arts Harley Quinn. Now this figure didn't look too bad when I looked at some images, but the face is all wrong. So it's not the same face scan as the original. I think that it was the teeth and one of the parts of the lips were not even painted. Otherwise, not that bad. It's solid enough and the articulations are good. But the face, again, it's not the same face as the original. It doesn't have the likeness of Margot Robbie. I think it's that's her name. It's just not good. Figma Shoyo. Now this one should have been good, but it is terrible because of the neck. It is the single problem of this figure, but it is a big problem. Like, the neck is just not pegged as the original should be. Like, the peg should enter the neck, but his one is enter sideways and then it pegs on the back of the neck, so the neck looks big, ugly. It just ruins the figure. It's very hard to pose it in a way that will not show that terrible neck, because otherwise the figure is almost identical to the original. It should have been the Midoriya KO figure, but no, unfortunately that neck just ruins the figure. Next we have Figma Lancer Scafach. I don't know how to say that name. Why'd you say that name? Oh my god, this figure is terrible. It is very close to putting this in first place, but how can I say? The terrible paint job on the neck, on the face, the arm. It just pops off all the time, just not solid at all. It's one of the least solid figures I've ever seen. Because it should have looked fine. Yeah, should have looked good, but no, it is just a mess. And finally, Figma Saber. This is the worst KO I've ever had. It just falls apart everywhere. Everything falls. The bangs on the hands fall. Her hairpiece falls. The armor parts fall off. The legs are just flopping all over. It is not solid at all. The paint job had a lot of problems. I had to actually paint some parts on the skirt because they were all messed up with the gold. It is definitely, oh my god, it's not that ugly, but it is a terrible figure. And right now you can actually reserve the original back. They are doing a re-release on Hobby Link, Hobby Search, so if you want actually this figure, Get the original, not this crappy KO. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't, click the little bell icon to always be notified when the next video is up. Tell me some bad experience you've had with KOs down in the comment section below.
See you next time. Do it! Just